Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I am very happy to meet you all. This is not our first seminar, but today we have a special facility. Can join for today's program. Last time our program was on letter writing. So we selected that topic because most of the students so they don't have the confidence of writing letters properly. Now this time it's essay writing. Early in the morning, I know that some of the students are not that much interested in this topic, thinking it's very difficult, but truly it's not so. So I'll lead a discussion with you all as to how you can write a very good essay in the O-level examination. We have 2 hours time. Firstly, before starting the program, I should be thankful to Madam Vipuli Vidana Patenna, the Divisional Director of Education, Kurunegala. This is her concept, and all the teachers, advisors of Kurunegala joined this program. So we have a series of webinars conducted by the Divisional Education Office, and this is for English. So I'm very happy as the teacher advisor of English. I got this opportunity to work with you. I can help you for your O-level examination. And today we are conducting the program with the help and patronage of e-Unic. So they are giving us their technical support and all the facilities. I should be thankful to them as well, and to your principals for coordinating you all. I am Viraj Vijaysurya, a teacher advisor of English in Kurunegala. I have met most of you in your particular schools then and there. And I must be thankful to your teachers in the particular schools because they have been doing a big job. They have been working with you for a very long time, helping you in many different ways, even during the Corona vacation. So they had so many plans to help you in your examination. So this is only another simple support to help your teachers as well. So I'll directly move on to my topic, essay writing. So if I ask you why don't the students like this topic? So why can't they score enough marks in the O-level papers? So you can join me in the discussion because this is highly interactive. The chat box is open. You can send me a message because I'm going to talk to you and I want your ideas as well. Or you can switch on the mic and give your ideas, right? Because at the end of the 2 hours time, definitely you should have something with you. My effort should be fruitful. For that I want your ideas as well. Why can't the students score satisfactory mark in their O-level essay? My experience is some of the students, I can't say all, because we have the best results in our division in Kurunegala, in the northwestern province. So we are not second to any. So we are always at the top. So so many students, they write very good essays. Most of the students are selected to the whole island competitions as well. And island-wide, even in island-wide competitions, they are at the top. But majority, many of the students, they can't score a satisfactory mark. One reason, they can't plan a good essay. That's one reason. They can't plan a good essay. And they don't practice enough. They don't practice enough. Now, what they do in the O-level exam is they take the paper, read the question, start writing. After writing 2-3 lines, maybe one paragraph, or then they start thinking what to write next. It's a very wrong method. It's a very wrong method. Plan is the foundation of the success of your essay. Plan is very important. So I am paying my attention for planning. Plan එකක් හදාගන්න විදිහ මම පොඩ්ඩක් කතා කරනවා. This is in 2 different levels. This is in 2 different levels. Don't think, sir is speaking in English and I have low marks. I can't deal with this workshop. No, it's not so. I know your level because I have your marks. I know your term test marks. I know each school very well. So I can help you all. Now, those who are above 70 or 75, and also those who score 30, 40 marks. So my support is for them as well. ලකුණු 30 40 මට්ටමේ ඉන්න අයටත් මම help එකක් දෙනවා. Don't worry. Don't think you can't. And even after this workshop, so we have another series of workshops. So there also I can support you also. Don't be discouraged, right? I am supporting you in 2 levels because those who think no, I can't write a very good essay. I'm not that much good in my language. I'm not that much good in my grammar. So they also should be supported. It's a wrong idea. Mata grammar bari hinda, mata godak writing bari hinda, mata O-level exam and back hitana. So I can support them also. So stay with us. So firstly, I'm going to talk about the plan of your essay. Now here, if you think about it this way,
Sir, I have the one question, please.
yes, I'll give you time for the question. Yes, my dear.
Sir, what if happen? සමහරට සිංහෙන් කතා කරන හදිස්සියේ සර් අපි plan කරගෙන ගියොත් එහෙම සර් සීගිරිය ගැන එහෙම කියන්න විභාගයකට විභාගයේදී සර් අපිට වෙනම රචනාවක් ඇවිත් තිබ්බ.
It's a very good question, my dear. I respect your idea. It's a very excellent question. I'll give you answer. I like because you are highly attentive to that. Yes, I'm going to talk about it. While discussing, I'll give you an answer. Good. I like it very much.
Thank you, sir.
Now here, this is a bedroom. This is a bedroom. See what we have inside the bedroom. See what we can see there inside the bedroom. And look at this washroom. What do we have inside the washroom? So I'm not going to discuss in detail what we have in the bedroom and in the washroom. But we know clearly, and these are the things to be kept inside the bedroom, and these are the things not to be kept in the bedroom like that. We don't take the coconut scraper, blender, washing machine and all to the bedroom. So like that, in our plan, we should know what we are going to include in particular paragraphs. Paragraphing is very important. It's like the rooms of your house. You have bedroom, kitchen. washroom and veranda, like that. So when we organize the facts, we should organize the facts according to our plan. That's what I'm going to discuss. So then I can answer the question as well while discussing about this. How many words are we going to write in the O-level essay? I'm sure you all know that. How many words are you expected to write?
200.
Thank you very much. You have to write only 200 words. So when you are writing 200 words, you should understand how many paragraphs to be included in the essay. Best number of paragraphs, that can be 3, 4, or 5. Not less than 3, not more than 5. But it's not a strict rule. But that's the best way of organizing your paragraph. And please remember this. Now, when you write the essay, what I am discussing with you all, and the way that I am telling you is not the only way. There are so many other ways. This is one method. So please keep it in the mind. So we don't have methods called the method. There are so many ways. Maybe have guided you for so many methods. I am going to talk to you about only one of the methods that can be applied by all. Then පොඩ්ඩක් ඉංග්‍රීසි වලට එච්චරම දක්ෂ නැති කියලා හිත දරුවෙක් ඉන්නවනම් මම නම් එසේ එක ලියන්නේ නැහැ කියලා හිතාගෙන ඉන්න දරුවෙක් ඉන්නවනම්. Now I'll help you as to how you can how you can learn something from my program, from the program that we are doing today, and write something there in the exam, at least to score 5-6 marks in the O-level exam. I'm sure this helps you a lot. So firstly, I'm going to take an essay from the past papers that's on internet. We had a lesson there in the grade.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, then අපි මේ රචනාව sir මේ ඡේද වලට වෙන් කරනවානේ sir. ඒ වෙන් කරනකොට sir එක ඡේදයකට එක ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක කොටස් වලට බෙදලා වෙන් කරාම කමක් නැද්ද sir? ඒ කියන්නේ එක මාතෘකාව වලට ඒ කියන්නේ ප්‍රධාන මාතෘකාව යටතේ අනු මාතෘකාව වලට එක ඡේද වෙන් කරලා දීලා.
Very good, Puta. Very good. Very good. That's what I am going to tell you. Very good. That's the way. This is the topic I have selected. That's internet. I took this question from OIL 2016. Now, what you said is here. Now, when we plan the essay, I have thought of writing this essay in 4 paragraphs. So, what is my first paragraph is about? What I am going to write in my second paragraph, third and fourth, like that. And we have some subtopics, as you said, but we don't call them subtopic. That word is wrong, but it's like a subtopic. I'll come to that point as well. That's what we are going to do. Now, when we write about the topic internet, what can we write?
What is the internet?
What is internet? That's very good. That's an introduction to your essay. What internet is. Good. Now, if you write what internet is, please take a piece of paper and you can jot down the points and just have a plan in your mind. I can provide my plan later, but it's mine. But while discussing, you can make yours. So then it gives you a very good practice. What internet is? Yes, you can introduce it. It's a good point. What else?
Latest invention of the world.
Yes, that's one of the latest inventions in the world in the 20th century. Yes, let's see where we can include that fact. What else?
Worldwide network.
Describe the word.
Yes, good.
This invention helps to discover the world.
Sorry?
This invention helps to discover the world.
I'm extremely sorry, I couldn't hear you, Buta. You can introduce what internet is and how internet helps us all. Does it really help us? Yes. How does it help us? Is
අපි
it
කොහොමද
Huh?
අපි කොහොමද ඉන්ටර්නෙට් භාවිතා කරන්නේ?
exactly good? That's one area. How to use internet properly, let's say. How we can use internet properly. Now what? Now here, then you can take common things together and build up one important paragraph. That's what is important. You can take one paragraph out of that. Any negative things that you find with internet? Do you think it's 100% good for us?
Help for education.
Education.
It's a plus point, positive point. That's an advantage. Yes, of course. Now, we can take them together, all the, let's say, plus points, good points, advantages, or how internet help us. All these things can be taken together. They can be taken together. Internet අපිට help කරන විදිය එක තැනකට ගන්නවා. එක තැනකට. Education, health, banking. It's a source of information. It's a source of entertainment. These things can be taken together.
COVID
What are
එකක්
they
ගන්න
called?
පුළුවන්. COVID එක සම්බන්ධ කරගන්න පුළුවන් නේද සර් online.
Exactly, Puta. When you talk about the plus point, why we can take that point as well. Why is it? Because think about this program, we all are at home. We are helpless. We can't continue our studies as usual. So internet helps us a lot. It's because of internet that we can continue our education without disturbance. That's the positive point. Good. Then do you find any negative points about internet? Do you
Affecting
find any,
personal life.
sorry?
Affecting personal life.
Definitely. Now think about
Addicting to
the
video games.
lesson we did in grade 10. Yes, it affects our personal life. Yes. It decreases, human interaction. Yes,
Sir,
yes.
the affects the environment.
It affects our environment. How? Health issues, Akila. Yes, good. Health problems because of internet. So many health problems. Yes.
Addiction.
Addiction, especially young students, young people, they get addicted to social media, YouTube, or whatever. When we get addicted to anything, that's one extreme. It's bad and harmful for our studies and our day-to-day activities. It's really true. Yes.
Children addict for the bad business.
Of course. Of course. When children get addicted to them, they get their education disturbed. They can't continue with. Good. What else?
Unusual website.
Yes, bad websites, bogus websites plus bad websites. Yes, Akila, your point is correct. Illegal things. Now think about terrorism and spreading drugs using internet. Yes. Yes. So then, yes, of course, e-waste. Why not, Ishan? That's exactly correct. E-waste is another problem. Now, think about the areas. This is what is very important. Now, only I discussed the areas. So how can we take them to our paragraphs? How can we take them to our paragraphs? I thought of that this way. Now, in the first paragraph, introduction, what internet is, what do we need to use internet. We can access to internet using a computer, laptop, tabloid, or even a smartphone. And now that's the latest thing, we use it everywhere, right? Now it is very much essential for us. We can't live without it. It's that much important for all of us. These are the things that I'm going to include in the first paragraph. Now think about the two pictures I showed you at the beginning, bedroom and the washroom. In the introduction part, I am not going to talk about any plus points or negative points. So I am going to write only, I am going to introduce what it is. That's all. In the second paragraph, we can write about the advantages or how it helps us or what the plus points are. That's very, very important. That's very, very important. Don't mix up your facts in the paragraph. That's called paragraphing. This is the, main purpose of my discussion today. This is the main purpose. Don't mix up the things. Don't take the blender to the washroom. Don't take your washing machine to the bedroom. So when you write about the advantages in that paragraph, write only about the advantages. Only write how internet helps us. As you said, our education, health field, now how internet helps us during this corona pandemic period, and how it helps us in marketing, how now it is a source of information, like that. Talk about the plus points in one paragraph. Then in the next paragraph, you can talk about the negative points. So then in another paragraph, in the fourth paragraph, you can suggest the solutions. So if you make a note, think about the 4 paragraphs. First paragraph. Now this is what I mean here. In the first paragraph, that's the introduction, what the internet is. In the second paragraph, here this is your introduction. And in the second paragraph, you can talk about the you can write about the advantages. Now in my next workshop, I hope to discuss about speeches as well. It is very similar. Only the language is different. And in the third paragraph, you can write about the disadvantages. Or you can call them problems created by internet.
Excuse me, sir.
How does internet confuse us?
Excuse me, sir.
Give me 1 minute. I'll come to your question in a minute. And in the last paragraph or in the fourth paragraph, you can write about the solutions to the problems. When there are problems, there should be solutions also. Or how we can minimize the problems. How we can minimize the problems. So this is how we are going to plan this. Now this master plan is very important. This master plan. In my essay, I am going to write. Now I am going to introduce what internet is, and in the second paragraph, I am going to write how internet helps us or the advantages of it. And in my third paragraph, so okay, I can deal with the problems or the disadvantages. In the fourth one, solutions for my problems. They are the rooms, bedroom, washroom, kitchen, like that. Right. Somebody wanted to tell me something. Yes.
සර්ගේ දෙවෙනි මේ පැරග්‍රාෆ් එකේ තිබ්බේ සර් advantages නේ සර් third එකේ තිබ්බේ disadvantages and problem කියන එක. එතකොට සර් advantages and disadvantages කියන මාතෘකා දෙක එක මේ පැරග්‍රාෆ් එකකට දාලා problem කියන එක third පැරග්‍රාෆ් එකකට දාන්න පුළුවන් අපිට කැමති නම්?
Definitely, Puta. Definitely. That's why I said it's a good question. It's a good. This is just only a model, as you said. Yes. Now, in one paragraph, you can talk about, you can write about the advantages and disadvantages, and in another paragraph, you can write about the solutions. It's okay. You have
advantages එකේ disadvantages එකේ තියෙන වෙනස්කම එකක් ලියලා ඒකට ප්‍රතිවිරුද්ධ එක ලියලා ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ දෙක සම්බන්ධ කරන්න පුළුවන් නිසා එක ඡේදයක ඇතුළේ ඒක එහෙම ලියලා අරකට ප්‍රොබ්ලම් ටික දැම්මම හරිනේ සර්.
Exactly correct. Exactly correct. So it's up to you. It's up to the writer, candidate, or the students to how to plan it. Now this one, advantages and problems, you can take together. Definitely. By using some linking words, I'll tell you how to do that. You can build up your paragraph. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
And even you can take some other paragraphs. Why not? Responsibility of the children of using internet. You can, that's an additional paragraph. Responsibility of children of using internet. So yes, under that you can say, are we now this as children we should obey the parents, teachers, and adults. Definitely we must learn how to use internet meaningfully, something like that. Yes. Did somebody whistle? Is it a student? Because last time we had the Malyadeva College, Malyadeva Girls College, Holy Family Balika, and President Girls College. Finally, I thank them all. All were very active in the discussion, so don't do anything unnecessary. This is to support you, right? Okay. I don't think that we have students like that in Kurunegala area. Maybe an outsider. Yes. So here, when you, now I said at the beginning, not to mix up the facts. Not to mix up the facts. This is what I am going to discuss about organizing your facts. Now think, in the introductory part, in your introduction, in your first paragraph, as you said, we are going to write about what internet is. What internet is. Now, we must plan the number of words as well. Now, as we have planned this essay for 4 paragraphs, you can roughly have an idea. Okay, in paragraph, I'm going to write around 50 words. So 50 words, I'll show you practically how it happens in my example, in my model essay. Now 50 words means 7-8 sentences. Even you can write 50 words in using 2-3 sentences. So have the idea of the number of the words as well, especially the cleverer students, those who score more than 60 marks in their exams. They face the problem of time. So because they are of course clever, they start writing. They are very happy. They go on writing sometimes 300 words because the space provided for the essay, you can write around 300 words. අර O level එකේ දෙන paper එකේ ඉඩ ටිකේ ඔයාට වචන 300ක විතර ප්‍රමාණයක් ලියන්න පුළුවන් depending on the size of your letters, depending on the font size. You can write about 300 words. So the clever students, when they start writing, they don't stop it. So it becomes a problem. Right? So think about the number of the words also. Right? In my introduction, what am I going to write? It's a latest invention. It's useful to all the fields all over the world. Who use it? Both young and old use internet all over the world. We can access to internet using a phone, computer, or tabloid. So this is the introductory paragraph. That's all. You can just note down them if you want them, or you can take a screenshot, no problem. Or I can share the same materials. I mean, so this is not a presentation. This is not a presentation because I wanted to do this in a, I mean, interactive way, sharing your ideas and guiding you all the time. I haven't prepared any presentations. So this discussion helps you a lot. Through the discussion and through the ideas you give me, I am going to conduct today's program. So you can take screenshots if you want. So in this paragraph, see whether I have now take a piece of pencil in the question paper itself, or using another extra paper. You can request it from the exam hall. You can just jot down the main things. I mean, the main ideas of that. So this is my plan. You can jot down different words here, right? That's the first paragraph. Now let's move on to the second paragraph. I'll come to as to how you can plan it, right? I mean, how to write it. This is only the plan. Right. This is the second paragraph. Now, what is our second paragraph is? What is our second paragraph is about?
Advantages.
Exactly correct. Now, according to this plan, we are going to write about advantages. How internet helps us, or plus points. Only the plus points are discussed in the second paragraph. Only the plus points are discussed. Good points are discussed. As we discussed earlier, as you gave me your ideas, it helps education. How it helps health sector. It's a very popular source of entertainment. It's a very popular source of entertainment. And in banking, we can't run banks without internet. And it is the fastest source of information, right? Yes, e-banking. All these things can be included in the Irene. Thank you. E-banking, yes. Now, if we take about banking, there are different areas. If we talk about education, so just to mention, it helps both teachers, education planners, and education administrators to process their work. Even that is enough, because we are going to write only 50 words. That's the plan. Now, if we plan, it's 50 words. Can we change it later? Yes. Yes. You can change the number. Telesurgeries. Yes, of course. Health means that. Yes. Good. Business field. Okay, you have so many facts. Now, if you have so many facts, prioritize them. Use the umbrella terms. අර ගොඩාක් ෆැක්ට්ස් දුවලා පුතාලට එකතු වෙලා එනකොට ඔයාලා කරන්න ඕන හොඳම වැඩේ තමයි ඒ ෆැක්ට්ස් වලින් වැදගත් දේවල් ටික මුලට ගන්න එක. එකට තියෙන ඒවා ටික you can take it under one sentence or two sentences. That's your, I mean, unless it will be a lengthy essay. A topic like this, because we have so many facts with us. Good. Video conferencing, good. You are giving your facts. I'm very happy about you. Video conferencing, then social relationships. Yes, we can contact anybody all over the world in a fraction of second without any delay. Good. Yes, very good. So we are in our second paragraph. These are the advantages, accurate information. fastest source of information. It's very easy to use internet, as we can access to it using our mobile phone as well. It's portable. Yes, using social media, and it's a source of entertainment. Yes, these are the positive points. So please keep in the mind, put a big star mark and highlight it, double underline that. What? Not to mix up the facts, not to mix up the facts. If you write about the advantages, better to include only there are many different other ways. This is a very simple, common way that you can plan your essay. So I should tell it again, unless you may misunderstand that it is wrong to mix up the facts. No, there are many other different ways. මේ සර් වෙලාවකට සෙන්ටන්ස් එක හරියට හදාගන්න අමාරුයි කියලා මැසේජ් එකක් එවලා තියෙනවා. ඔව් පුතා, එහෙම ප්‍රශ්න තියෙන දුවල පුතාලා ඉන්නවා. මේ කෙටියෙන් මේ වෙලාවේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට දෙන්න තියෙන උපදේශය තමයි now මම ඒක ඕගොල්ලන්ට මාකින් ක්‍රයිටීරියා ගැන කතා කරනකොටත් කියනවා. දැන් ලැන්ග්වේජ් එකට you are given 5 marks. ඔයාගේ ලැන්ග්වේජ් එකට ලකුණු 5යි දෙන්නේ. හිතමු සෙන්ටන්ස් එක හරියට හදාගන්න බෑ කියලා. නමුත් ඔයා මේ කරුණු ටික දන්නවා නම්, ඒ ගැන ඔයා යමක් දන්නවා නම්, ඒ දන්න ටිකෙන් ලියන්න. මම ඒකයි කිව්වේ අර දරුවන්ගේ වැරදි අදහසක් තියෙනවා කියලා. මම ග්‍රැමර් වලට දක්ෂ නැහැ. ඒ හින්දා මට එසේ එක ලියන්න බෑ. මම හදන sentences වැරදි, ඒ හින්දා ලියන්න බෑ. කමක් නැහැ. You are given only 5 marks for language. ලකුණු 5යි language වලට දෙන්නේ. අනික් ලකුණ ගත්ත හැකි. අනික් ලකුණු ටික ඔයාට ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක නිසා මට සතුටුයි මේ දරුවා එතන දැන් එහෙම කියලා එයා මේකේ ඉන්න එක. එකයි මම කිව්වේ මේ ඩිස්කෂන් එක අතිශය වැදගත් කියලා. දැන් ඔයාට පුළුවන් මේ දන්න ෆැක්ට්ස් ටික දන්න ප්‍රමාණයෙන් ලියන එක. මම ඒකට ඔයාට අයිඩියා එක දෙන්නම් simple words වලින්. simple words වලින්. now for example මම හරි මේක දැන් මේ මැද්දෙන් example එක කියන ඔය මම ඔයාට පුතේ දෙන්නම් මේ අයිඩියා එක මේක ලියන්න පටන් ගන්නකොට. How you can write a very long advanced sentence with bombastic words, so advanced words. Good. If you can write that way, we need such people. Yes, I must appreciate. At the same time, now you can write simple short sentences. Then sir, a sentence එකක් හදාගන්න බෑ කියන එක චූටි sentences ලියන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද in your language paper, so nobody is going to worry about the length of your sentence. No, it's all right. You are given marks. 15ට මෙන්න බැරි වෙයි ලකුණු 15ට. 14කට එන්න බැරි වෙයි. Easily you can score 7 or 8 marks. හොඳටම අමාරු කියන දරුවෙකුට if you have a good plan, I'll show you how to do that. Right. Second paragraph about advantages. Now I'll move on to the third paragraph. Paragraph. Yes.
Can you please show the first paragraph again?
You want to jot it down?
Yes, sir.
Good if you can take screenshots. Or
Okay, sir.
if you need, I can send you this to your groups in your schools as well. I can get madam's support and share them in the school groups. This is the first part, introduction part.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, advantages, disadvantages, problems, and sorry. This is the plan of the essay. This is the first paragraph. I'm sorry. This is the latest invention. Useful and helpful, used everywhere. Young and old use it. You can access to internet, phone, computer, and tabloid that way. Right. Now I'll move on to the third paragraph. I want to emphasize you again and again not to mix up the facts in your paragraph. So you can be a very good writer now if you pay your attention to paragraphing. In my third paragraph, this is my example. What are we going to write according to this plan, right? according to this plan, what are we going to write in the third paragraph? What are the main points? Whether we can add subtitles. Yes, without using the word subtitles, we can add the key sentence. I'll tell you how to do that. Or we call it topic sentence also. Now, these are the problems. These are the problems. Now when in our paragraph about the problems, we only write about the problems. We only write about the problems. We are not going to write about solutions. We are not going to write, and I mean about something else, about how internet was invented and how gradually it developed. No, we are not going to mix up the facts. So in the third paragraph, we are only going to write the problems. We discussed the problems earlier. You also contributed me in collecting these facts. What are the problems? It wastes our time and money. Think about the people who use the mobile phone, tabloid or computer, I mean, right throughout the day from morning to night. So it's a serious problem. The students, when we talk about the students, then they can, it disturbs their education. Even the adults, when they get addicted to that, so they can't do their day-to-day activities properly. It's a serious problem. What else?
Useless internet. Useless idiot internet use karane someone people's.
Definitely in meaningless, useless ways of using internet. Yes, waste of time and money, it comes under that. People use it in meaningless ways. Yes, wasteful ways of using that. Sharing pornographic materials. So වචනේ හම්බුණා අර grade 10 වල එකදී අසභ්‍ය දේවල්. So people share these things. Some you gave me the point of getting addicted. Now some get addicted to that. Right? It disturbs education. Then අර සර් අපිට sentence එක හරියට හදාගන්න බෑ කියලා මට message එකක් එවලා තිබ්බේ. ඒ කෙනෙකුට පුතේ පුළුවන් චූටි පුංචි sentence එකක් ලියන්න. ඔව් පුතේ. Oh. It disturbs education.
දැන් අපි කොහොමද කියන්නේ මේ සයිබර් ටැක් එක දැන් මේ කියන්නේ වර්තමානයේ ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් කිය සර් කොහොමද අපි මේක ඇතුළට සර් දාන්නේ තියෙන ලොකුම ප්‍රශ්නයක් කියලා
සයිබර් ඒ කියන්නේ problems ගොඩේද
ඔව් සර්
ඔව් එතකොට ඉතින් cyber attack is a very serious problem in cyber attack is a very serious problem today. Yes, that way you can include. Why not? Wasting time is a serious problem. Like that. Yes. Then man කියන්න ගිය පුතේ මෙන්න මේ මම මෙතන මේ red වලින් type කරේ මෙන්න මේක it disturbs education කියලා. ලොකු දුරට යන්නේ නැතුව දැන් අර අමාරුයි කියපු බබෙකුට ලියන්න පුළුවන් sentence එකක් short simple sentence එකක් ඒකෙත් මොනවා හරි grammar හරි spelling හරි වැරදි තිබ්බත් idea එක ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා නම් it wastes our time. Some people use it meaninglessly. Some people use it for promoting drugs. අන්න ඒ වගේ පුංචි sentences එන්න පුළුවන් ඒගොල්ලන්. Right? Then may paragraph you are only writing about problems. Only about problems. Right? Yes, health problems, of course. About health problems. Yes. Then about the fourth paragraph. Then me lamai මැසේජ් එවනවා මේ ජොයින් වෙන්න ඕනේ ජොයින් වෙන්න බෑ කියලා බලමු අපි සමහරට මේකේ ලිමිට් එක 500 වගේ ගැටලුවක් තියෙනවද දන්නේ ඊළඟ එක මොනොත් අපි එක 1000 කියන ලෙවල් එකට හරි යනවා දැන් එකට මට හදිස්සිය උත්තරයක් දෙන්න බෑ පුතේ මේ දැන් වැඩි කරන ගමන් ඉන්නේ මම ඒක පස්සේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දැනුවත් කරන්න මොකක්ද අපිට ඒක කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා මැඩම් එක කතා කරලා right in the fourth paragraph then api what are we going to write in the fourth paragraph according to our master plan this is what we are doing
Solution.
yes good we are going to write about the solutions when there are problems we must have solutions as well we must have solutions we have problems so then what are the solutions so these are the solutions we can suggest can you suggest some solutions for the problems we discussed now we have a problem of students or the small children use internet so they get addicted to it and they get their education disturbed what is the solution parental control parents can see what my child or what my children do whether they use it in a proper way parental control is needed මම දන්නවා ගොඩක් parents online වලදී වුණත් ඇහැ ගහගෙන ඉන්නවා මොකද මේ දරුවෝ කරන්නේ කියලා බලාගෙන yes ඔය screen එක මම share කරනවා okay yes එතකොට that is one solution parental control ඔන්න ඒ ප්‍රශ්නේ විසඳිලා and awareness programs what are the awareness programs now in school level teachers principals and anybody in the field of education so they can educate the children awareness programs can be conducted දැනුවත් කිරීමේ වැඩසටහන් කරන්න පුළුවන් yes and timetable now now this is how we must use the internet only for this purpose we use this and this point strict rules and regulations government must impose strict rules and regulations now think about promoting drugs ammunition or pornographic materials so government can impose strict rules දැඩි නීති පනවන්න පුළුවන් එහෙම දැනට ලංකාවේ ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙනවා අනෙක් රටවල් වලට වඩා ටිකක් පල්ලෙහා මට්ටමින් තියෙන මේ දරුවෝ ඒ ගැන මට වඩා දැනුවත් ඇති there are strict rules in the other countries so we can't misuse them අපිට මේ දේවල් අවභාවිතා කරන්න බෑ we can't use them in a wrong way so then actions can be taken and such people can be punished එහෙමයි ඒක වෙන්නේ ඒක නිසා there should be strict rules and regulations and most importantly self-discipline can solve a lot of problems what is self-discipline and in the lesson lesson on the vandalism we came across this word self-discipline plays an important role කියලා එක sentence එකක් තිබුණා now it's my own discipline right now I have my phone but I don't use it in wrong ways because I know now how to use it for the betterment of myself and for the others not in bad ways so that's my self-discipline because as I'm an adult nobody comes to control me so I myself have my control so young Winnie self-discipline solves so many problems now in this paragraph yes yes Shavin you are correct තමා විසින් තමන් පාලනය කර ගැනීම තමයි කියන්නේ සොයන් විනය කියන එක දැන් මෙන්න මේ ටික ලියනකොට 50ක් එනවද කියලා බලමු පුතා with these ideas now let's see whether we can have 50 words yes okay now I want to write the essay now before writing I want to brief what we discussed up to now what we discussed up to now. Now, in the first paragraph, I am repeating what I told you. You can watch this video, I suppose, still, because this is the first time that we have joined that institution. So I'm not 100% aware as to how you can watch it. Now, for the second time also, you can watch my lesson. So I'll make the arrangements. So then, Uni, thank you very much. They have sent you the link. You can get it copied. They have sent it to the chat box. Thank you very much. Now you can search it in eUni website and watch the lesson again. And those who have sent me messages saying they can't join, so ask them also to watch the lesson there. So I am repeating what we said, and yes, you can watch it in the YouTube. Yes. Live streaming, yes. So those who can join Zoom, you can watch it. I am going to brief what I said up to now before writing that. Sir, examiners, do they consider the word right? It is it's a good question the students can have. Yes, it is a serious problem. In how many words are there? This is the question you want. Who's that? Yes, Lasit Jamika. Lasit, yes. Is counted as one word. It is a serious problem. 5 words. Yes, 5 words.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So අපිට third para එකට දාන්න පුළුවන් නේද sir? දැන් online classes ඉවරුනාම ළමයි game වලට ටැබ් වෙනවනේ sir. ඒකත් internet task එකේ ඔෆ් වෙන sir ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙන්නේ. අපිට එතකොට ඒක එතෙන්ට ආදේශ කරන්න පුළුවන් sir.
Exactly, Gota. Definitely, it's a serious problem. Now think about now දැන් අපි දැන් වෙලා තියෙන දේ හිතන්නකෝ. එතකොට අපිට අනිවාර්යෙන් ඒක අපිට තියෙන අපිට ඒක දැන් advantages ගොඩේදී අරගන්න පුළුවන්. During the COVID pandemic period, internet helps us a lot. It helps us continuing our education without disturbance. On advantage, I mean that is how it helps us. Now when you come to, I mean, when you write about the problems, you can write, yes, some students get addicted to online games and some other bad things. Or they get addicted to social media unnecessarily while engaging in online studies. It's a disadvantage. Definitely.
Third para එකේ කියවනේ මේ advantages disadvantages කියන sir. එතකොට අපි ඒක second para එකට දැම්මොත් disadvantages කියන එක අපිට මේ advantages එකේ මේ covid එකේ මෙහෙම වුණා අපිට ඒක මේ වාසියක් තියෙනවා කියලා ඒ para එකෙන් sir disadvantages කොටසේ ඒක අපිට විරුද්ධව ලියන්න පුළුවන් මෙහෙමයි කියලා එකම ඡේදය තුල.
ඉතින් ඒකට අපිට රණන්නේ
ඒ paragraph එක ඇතුළෙම advantage එකයි disadvantage එකයි දෙකම ලියන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලාද පුතා අහන්නේ?
Of course sir.
Yes, definitely I'll give my answer. Now, according to the plan that we have prepared, we are going to write the facts separately. I mean, advantages in one paragraph and disadvantages in one paragraph. A plan එක ඇතුලේ නම් අපි ওই විදිහටම ලියාගෙන යනවා. Why not? You can take 2 major issues and the solutions in one paragraph. එතකොට දැන් මේක පටලව ගන්න එපා. අනික් අය ඒගොල්ලෝ චුට්ටක් ඒක පැත්තකින් තියන්න පැටලි වගේ කියලා හිතෙනවා නම් මේ plan එකෙන් පිට දෙයක් මම මේ දැන් කියන්නේ. So you can write about the problem, its disadvantages and the solutions for that problem in one paragraph. අපිට පුතා දැන් O level මට්ටමේදී now we have expected to write only 200 words. එතකොට problem එකෙන් problem එකට එහෙම යනවා නම් අපිට major problems කීපයක් විතරයි ගන්න වෙන්නේ. පුළුවන්. During the corona period, the internet helps both students, teachers and the planners very much. But it has created a lot of social problems as well. It corrupts children's mind and it wastes the useful time of the students. it is the responsibility of the teachers, parents, and the planners, or the media, or the government, they should take actions to minimize the effects of the problem. එතකොට ඔයාගේ ඒ paragraph එකේ ඒක විතරයි. පුතා පැහැදිලිද? ඒ කියන්නේ එයා කතා කරන්නේ එතකොට මේකදී අපිට help කරා. මේකෙන් මේ problem එකක් ආවා, මෙන්න solution එක. No problem. මේ හැබැයි මේ plan එක විදිහ නෙමෙයි. මේක මම කියේ වෙනම දැන් අර පුතාගේ question එකත් එක්ක that's of course you are free to write it that way. එතකොට ඒක තමයි ඔයාගේ plan එක. දැන් අපි bedroom එකේ තියෙන එක washroom එකේ තියන්න නැති වුණාට මේ ගෙදර plan එකට වඩා තව ගෙදරක plan එක වෙනස්නේ. It depends on our I mean with your skill and with your interest you can plan it that way. Thank you very much for asking that question. I think it's good for the others.
Sir,
රචනාවේ වාක්‍ය වැඩි කර මේ වචන වැඩි කරගන්නේ කොහොමද?
ඒ කියන්නේ වචන වැඩි කරගන්න කියන්නේ පුතා කියන්නේ
disadvantages advantages එකතු කරලා ලියද්දි ඒක රචනාවට දාද්දි ඒකේ වාක්‍ය වැඩි කරගන්න කොහොමද ලියන්න තියෙන වචන ප්‍රමාණය අඩු වෙනව නේද?
ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ දෙක එකට කරලා ලියවොත්ද?
ඔව්.
ඔව් එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ පුතා. අපිට ඇඩ්වාන්ටේජස් ටිකක් එහෙමම තියෙනවා, ඩිස්ඇඩ්වාන්ටේජස් ටිකක් එහෙමම තියෙනවා. දැන් ඒ කලබල වෙන්න එපා එක දරුවෙක් අහන ප්‍රශ්නෙත් එක්ක. ඒක යාගේ ඔළුවට ආපු එක no problem, he can continue with that way. Now you can use the most convenient way for you. You can use the most convenient way for you. ඔයාට හොඳම කියන ක්‍රමය අරගන්න. ඒකයි හොඳම වෙන්නේ. ඒ ක්‍රමයට යන්න. So that is the best solution. Right. I am going to brief what I told. Now we are going to write the essay. I am going to write the essay with you all. First paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, and fourth paragraph. In the first paragraph, that's the introduction. In the second paragraph, we are going to write how it helps us. In the third paragraph, the problems. In the fourth paragraph, solutions. Right. Now, let's see how we can start writing. When we start writing, I'm sorry, I forgot his name. Whether we can have subtitles, whether we can have subtitles in our essay. Now, I told that yes, but we don't call it subtitle. We call it topic sentence in the paragraph. Now, your topic sentence can be written in anywhere of the paragraph. But for you, as you all are O-level students, I advise you to write the topic sentence at first. Topic sentence එක paragraph එකේ මුලින්ම ලියන්න. What is topic sentence? Now, I am going to talk about the topic sentence now. දැන් මේ වචනේ දුවලා පුතාලා දන්නවද නැද්ද කියන එක ඉතරම්ම වැදගත් නෑ. නමුත් මේක ඔයා නිකන් idea එකක් තියාගන්න. This is like a subtitle. We called it topic sentence or we call it key sentence. දැන් මේක හරියට ඉස්කෝලේ ඇතුළට ආපුවාම canteen, library, junior section, primary office, like that. You have labels. You have labels in your school. So anybody, when they enter into your school, they can see what the where the primary section is. So they are directed with the signboards in your schools. In almost all your schools, we can see them. Right? This is the guide for your paragraph. Topic sentence suggests the examiner what this paragraph is about. මේ paragraph එකේ තියෙන්නේ මොකක් ගැනද කියලා topic sentence එකෙන් idea එකක් දෙනවා. මේක තමයි පුතා අර title එක වගේ කියලා කිව්වේ. heading එක වගේ කියලා කිව්වේ. දැන් බලන්න, this is the example I am taking. Internet is the latest and the most useful invention of the man in the 20th century. And now this gives you an idea. This is the make up in me paragraph ke mulatama liyenwa. That's the topic sentence. ඒම කියලා තමයි අපි ඊළඟ ෆැක්ට්ස් ටික දන්නේ. දැන් ඔන්න පුතා මෙතනදී මම අර words ගැන ප්‍රශ්නයකුත් අහපු හින්දා how many words are there? Internet is the latest and the most useful invention of the man in the 20th century. 16 words. දැන් බලන්නකො පුතා අපි 50යි ලියන්න යන්නේ. ඔයා මේ sentence එක ලියුවොත් 16 words ලියලා. මේ වගේම තව sentences දෙකක් ලියුවොත් කීයක් වෙලාද? 48ක් වෙලානේ. මං හරි නේද? එහෙම වුණොත් ඔයා sentences 3යිනේ ලියන්න ඕන paragraph එකට. ඇයි මේ? Because we have planned to write only 50 words out of 200 words. Now we are writing only 50 words in the introductory paragraph. So here there are 16 words. In the chuttak me practicing stage ekedi, I don't advise anybody to count the words one by one. It's a bad and wrong method. I'll tell you how to have an idea about the number of words in the paragraph at the end. But in your practicing stage, you can get an idea as to how you can do that, right? So this is the topic sentence. This is the topic sentence. ඔයා පොඩ්ඩක් ඒක පුංචි note එකක් දාගත්තට කමන්නේ පුතා. මේ මොකද paragraph එකට idea එක දෙන්නේ. That's the first paragraph. Now look at my paragraph. This is the paragraph I just simply planned for you. Now මේ අර ඉස්සලා මන් දීපු sentence එක. It suggests what the paragraph is about. It's about internet. It's about internet. We have summarized, I mean, we have prioritized the facts. So we can't write everything we know about internet. Who invented it for the first time? Maybe the students who do IT. So they are more aware of these things than us. So they know how it developed gradually. They know about the history. But you can't include all these things here. Now, දැන් බලන්න පුතා මෙතන sentences කීයක්ද තියෙන එක. දැන් මම මෙතනදී කතා කරනවා අර සර් sentence එකක් හදාගන්න බෑ කියපු. මෙතෙන්ද මම දාලා තියෙනවා පුතා I have included 51 words. 51 words. Plan එකේ අපි තියෙන්නේ 50 words කියලා. So here 50 words. Now let's see how we can write it in very simple. Now if you can't if you think you can't write lengthy sentences, you can just simply write internet is very useful for all of us. We all use internet. Internet is used all over the world. We can't work without internet. දැන් අර sentences හදන්න බෑ කියලා හිතාගෙන ඉන්න දරුවන්ට මම මේ කියන්නේ. ඇයි අපිට මේ වගේ එකක් හදාගන්න බැයිද? මම කියන්නේ සාමාන්‍ය හිතන්න සර් අනේ මට ලකුණු 40 50 60 වගේ තමයි තියෙන්නේ. මට එසේ එකක් එපා වෙලා ඉන්නේ. මේක හරි අමාරුයි වගේ දැනෙනවා සර්. chat box එකකට කීප දෙනෙක් එහෙම දාලා තිබුණා. හරිම අවංකව genuine. ඔව්. ඒගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන විසඳුම තමයි පුතේ මේකේ දැන් ඔයාට වැදගත් මේ facts ටික organize කරගන්න එක. You can organize the facts in a good way. You can organize the facts in a proper way. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයා එක short simple sentences වලින් ලියන්න. දැන් අපි හිතමුකෝ problems එකත් යනකොට phonographic materials අමතක වුණා. ammunition අමතක වුණා. ඔයා දන්න problems ටිකේ ප්‍රධාන ඒවා ටික ගන්න. You can prioritize the facts accordingly. මම කියන්නේ ඒ දරුවටත් ලකුණු 15ම හම්බෙනවා කියලා. But still you attempt answering the questions and you have facts. You have a very powerful organization for that. So then you are given marks, right? Make it very simple and short. Depending on your skill, depending on your confidence, you can write the paragraph. You can write the paragraph. It's up to you. The මේ වගේ sentence එකක් අපි හිතමුකෝ මෙන්න මේ sentence එක හිතන්නකෝ පුතා. It is used in all the fields all over the world. Now pay your attention for this problem. If you think you can't write it this way, well, now can't you write it in a very simple way? Everybody uses internet. Then අනේ මට නම් සර් ඔක අමාරුයි වගේ කියලා හිතන දූ පුතෙකුට මම මේ සජෙෂන් එකක් කරේ. හැමෝම මේක කරන්න කියන එක නෙමෙයි. Everybody uses internet. People use internet everywhere. දැන් මෙන්න මේ වගේ එකක්. People use internet everywhere. මෙන්න මේ වගේ චූටි sentence එකක්. දැන් මම මේක suggest කරනවා පුතේ. මේ දැන් ඔය අමාරුයි කියලා හිතාගෙන ඉන්න අයට සහ දැන් doubt එකක් තියෙන අයට. I know personally those who study literature, so they are very good in their writing. They are excellent in writing. I know your capacity. So you don't misunderstand. This is for you. This is for those who are not that much confident about it. දැන් බලන්නකො මේක ලියපු simple විදිය. හිතන්න මේ sentence එක ඇතුළේ ඔයාට සමහර තැනක spelling එකක පොඩි වැරදක් වෙලා uses දාන්න නැතුව ඔයා use කියලා දාලා ඒ වගේ මොකක් හරි පුංචි ගැටලුවක් ආවා කියලා ඒකට ඔයාට පුංචි ලකුණක් අඩු වෙනවා තමයි. But your paragraph is about what we I mean that is appropriate to the topic, and you have that in that particular paragraph you have included it correctly, so you are given that mark. ඒක නිසා ඔයාට ඒ ලකුණ හම්බ වෙනවා. ඒ නිසා ඒ දරුවෝ එතන අධෛර්යයටපත් වෙන්න එපා. මොකද ඔයාලා O level ළමයි හින්දා ඔයාලට පුතේ මේක කරන්න පුළුවන්. මේ ෆැක්ට්ස් ටික ඔයාලා දන්නවා. මොනවා හරි වචන ටිකක් දන්නවා. දැන් අපි හිතමු මෙන්න මේක anyone can access to internet using a computer, tabloid or even a smartphone කියලා. දැන් මෙච්චර දුරදිග ලියන්න බැරි නම් we need a computer. We need a computer, smartphone or a tabloid. Even that's a correct sentence. You are given marks because you have the ability to write what you know appropriately. So you are given the mark. By වෙන්න එපා. ඒකට ලකුණ දෙනවා. මේ ළමයා short simple sentence එකක් ලියලා මෙයාගේ this a lengthy sentence. No, this is not a competition. O-level, now in the O-level language paper, it's not a competition. Your facts are correct. You have organized them very well. No problem. Even for simple language, you are awarded marks. ඒක ගැන බය වෙන්න එපා චුට්ටක්වත්. Then that is the introduction. Now let's move on to the second part, second paragraph. This is the second paragraph we planned. This is the second paragraph we planned, right? So now in our plan so we are going to write about the advantages of how internet helps us. Now for that, now see this short simple sentence. It helps us in many different ways. Now this is the key sentence. This is the topic sentence. This is the first sentence of your essay. This is the first sentence of your essay, right? Now it's like the subtopic. It's like the subtitle. It gives the reader an idea what this paragraph is about.
Sir, can we compare the advantages and disadvantages in this paragraph?
Now that you can discuss about advantages and disadvantages, problems created by first paragraph. It's a good question, but then you must think, what am I going to write in the second paragraph? What am I going to write in the third paragraph, like that? If you have planned it appropriately, why not? It's up to you. මේ විදිහටම නෙවෙයි. මේ දුව ප්‍රශ්නේ අහපු හින්දා මම කියන්නම් දැන් කාට හරි disadvantage problems වලින් පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන්. Internet is one of the serious problems we have in the modern society. It has confused the human life in many different ways. ඒකේ පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන්. කියලා පස්සේ කියන්න පුළුවන් මේක මේ හොඳට තියෙනවා ඒ උනාට මිනිස්සු මේ විදිහට පාවිච්චි. Yes, it's up to you. You have the freedom. right? There are many advantages, Sandali. Yes, Sandali, correct. There are many advantages of the internet කියලා ඔයාට දාන්න පුළුවන්. Yes. Then අන්න හොඳයි. මේ දුව යෝජනා කරන්නේ දැන් she suggests another sentence for it. It helps us in many different ways. There are many advantages of internet. ඇයි පුතා මේකනේ අපිට කරන්නේ. දැන් කවුරු හරි අර අපි ඉස්සරලා කියපු විදිහට අමාරුම කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා නම් internet helps us a lot. Internet helps us a lot. දැන් මේ වගේ චූටි sentence එකක් පුතා. Internet helps us in many different ways. දැන් කවුරු හරි හිතනවා නම් අනේ සර් මට එහෙමවත් බෑ. මම මේ දරුවෝ පවා motivate කරන්නයි මේක කියන්නේ. This is a possible sentence. Topic sentence. Good. Internet helps us a lot. It helps the teachers and students. It is very useful. It is very useful during Corona period. Short, simple sentences. මම කියන්නේ අර ටිකක් advanced ටික වැඩි වගේ කියලා හිතන දුවෙකුට පුතේකට. So you can write it that way. Definitely. You are given marks. එකයි මම අර මුලින්ම කිව්වේ මේක ගැන හරි අයිඩියා එකක් අපි අරගත්තාම මේ සමහර දූල පුතාලගේ තියෙන අර බය නැති වෙලා යනවා. Yes, it is very fast. We all can use internet easily. We can use it easily. We can use it easily. 5 words. ඉතින් ඒ જાතියෙන් paragraph එකේ sentences 10ක් ලියා ගන්න. එතකොට ඔයාගේ වචන 50 හැදිලානේ පුතේ. දැන් plan එක හදාගන්න එකට ඔයාලා හැමෝම මේ ඒ maturity එක ඔයාට තියෙනවා. එතකොට අර මේ plan එක කියන තැනට දාගෙන ආපුවාම ඔයා plan එක කොහොමද කියලා හදාගත්තාම ඔයාගේ level එකකින් ඒක ඔයාට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ මට්ටමට එන්න. එතකොට ඔයාට පුළුවන් මේක විසඳ ගන්න. දැන් අනික් questions වලට ලියන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා එහෙමත් chat එකට දාලා තියෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ අපි ඊළඟ program එකේදී ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඒවට උදව් කරනවා පුතේ. ගැටලු තියෙන ඒවට මම ඔයාලට පුංචි වෙලාවකුත් දෙන්නම් අහන්න. ඉතින් පැය දෙක ඇතුලේ ඔක්කොම කරනවා කියන එක නෙමෙයි. ගොඩක් මේ WhatsApp එකට message එවලා තියෙනවා join වෙන්න අමාරුයි කියලා. ඒගොල්ලන්ට YouTube එකෙන් join වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මම හිතන්නේ මේ මොකක් හරි මේ capacity එක පිළිබඳ කාරණයක් වෙන්නද මට ඒක ලොකුම idea එකක් නැහැ. මේ ඒගොල්ලෝ YouTube එක හරහා join වෙන්න. දැන් ඔය ඊළඟට තියෙන දේවල් හරහා ඊළඟ තියෙන දේවල් වලදී අපි ඊළඟ questions වලට යනවා. දැන් එදා අපි කරපු letter writing lesson එක මම ඒක ආයෙ කරන්න හිතාගෙන ඉන්නේ join වෙන්න බැරි වුණා ඒක. ඒක මම plan එක කියන්නම්. ඒ කරන විදිය සහ කොහොමද ඒක කරන්න කියලා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මැඩම් හරහා ප්‍රින්සිපල් සර්ස්ලා මැඩම් සහරා ඒක ඔයගොල්ලන්ව දැනුවත් කරයි. ඒකට සපෝට් එක කොහොමත් මේක දිගටම මේ කොටස් කාර්යාලයේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක දිගටම කරනවා. ඒකට අපි දෙන්න පුළුවන් උපරිම සපෝට් එක අපේ පැත්තෙනුත් දෙනවා ටීචර්ස්ලා දෙන අතරතුරේ. හරි. හැම එකටම උත්තරයක් දෙන්න අමාරු වෙයි හැම කාරණයකටම. නමුත් මම පුළුවන් උපරිම මහන්සි වෙනවා මේ පැය දෙක ඇතුළත මේක ගැන ඔයගොල්ලන්ට අයිඩියා එකක් දෙන්න. හරි. Okay. Then this is the topic sentence of the second paragraph. Then making තමයි පුතා අපි paragraph එකට ආවෙමි. This is my key sentence in the paragraph. මේ උඩ තියෙන එක තමයි මම මෙතෙන්ද ලියුවේ. This is the topic sentence. This is like the topic. Topic එක නෙමෙයි ඒක topic එක වගේ. What is it about? How internet helps us. ඒක ඇතුලේ මේ helps කියන එක keyword එක. ඒකේ keyword එක helps කියන එක. How internet helps us. Now see, in this paragraph, we don't write any problems created by internet or the solutions suggested for that. අපි ඒව මොකවත් ලියන්නේ. එතකොට අපි මේකේ ලියන්නේ only the advantages of internet. It helps us our education here. මේ plan එකේ ඔයාලා කියපු තොරතුරු ටිකත් අරගෙන මේ plan එකට අනුවයි යන්නේ. Now we should have our plan and all the time we should deep into that and write it. because within 50 to 20 minutes, you should finish your essay. You should finish your essay within 15 to 20 minutes, because for all the 8 questions, you have only 2 hours time. Plan කරන්නයි, ලියන්නයි, ඔක්කොම ටිකට ඔයාට තියෙන්නේ විනාඩි 15ක 20ක පුංචි කාලයක්. පැයම මේක ලියලා බෑ ෂෝක් එකට essay එක කරගන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. So you should write so many essays and practice it. That's why I told you 2 reasons as to why the students can't score enough marks in their O-level examination. One is that they don't plan the essay. The second one is they don't practice essay writing. They don't practice essay writing. දැන් ඔයාගේ මට උත්තරයක් ඕනේ. ඔයාම අහලා බලන්න මම essays කීයක් ලිව්වද? මම තනියම essays කීයක් plan කරලා ලිව්වද කියලා. plan කරලා කීයක් ලිව්වද? plan නැතුව හෝ නැතුව කීයක් ලිව්වද කියලා හිතලා බලන්න ඉංග්‍රීසි වලට සම්බන්ධව. එතකොට ඒකට උත්තරේ තියෙනවා. ඒකට ඔයා plan කරන්න ඕනේ. ඊළඟට essays ලියලා ඔයා time එකට හදා ගන්නත් ඕනේ. ඒකත් ඔයාට තියෙන challenge එකක්. ඒව නැති නිසායි ලියන්න බැරි. නැතුව මේක බෑ නෙමෙයි. right? පුළුවන් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම. right? So it helps our education, health field. දැන් මේ අතරේ අර පුතාලා ගොඩාක් නේද? ගොඩාක් ideas දුන්නා ගොඩාක් දේවල් කියලා. හැබැයි මෙතන you should prioritize it. Now it helps teachers for planning their lessons. Students can stay at home and continue their studies. කිය education ගැනම ලියුවොත් එතකොට අපිට අනික් දේවල් so we can't include the other facts. So we can't write about the other fields. So we should be very careful to select what to be included in that particular paragraph. Okay, so then I like to move on to the 3rd paragraph. What are we going to include in the 3rd paragraph? In our plan, this plan, problems. This is what we plan. We are going to write about the problems created by that. This is our plan. And now come on to the paragraph. This is an example only. You can write it in any way you like. Now see this. I have included a topic sentence like this. දැන් අර වගේම මේක ගොඩක් ක්‍රමවලට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Though there are many advantages of internet, it has become a serious problem for the human society. Though there are a lot of advantages of internet, it has created so many serious problems for the human society. You can write an advanced sentence like that. Good. And for my dictionary use can, yes, why not? For the students. For language improvement කියලා ගත්තොත් වෙනම කතා කරේ. Yes, of course, you can use online dictionaries. හිතන්න එතනින් අර education කියන එකට ඒ ඔක්කොම අයිති වෙන හින්දායි පුතේ මම ඒක දැම්මේ නැති. You are correct. Yes. Internet creates many problems in the society. දැන් අර විදියට advance එකකට යන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් මේකට එන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් හිතන්නකෝ පුතා මේකටත් බැරි මං හිතමු තවත් ඊටත් simple වෙන එකක් ගැන හිතලා. It is a serious problem. Oh, internet is a serious problem. මෙන්න මේ වගේ එකක්. මේ simple sentence එකක්. So why can't you include such a simple sentence in your essay? Yes, you are given marks. දැන් මේක ඔළුවට ගන්න එපා මම ආයෙත් කියනවා දැන් හොඳට ලියා ගන්න පුළුවන් දුවල පුතාලා ඒක කරන්න. මේක මම මේ අර බෑම කියලා හිතාගෙන ඉන්න දරුවෝ මොටිවේට් කරන්නයි මේක දෙන්නේ. It is a serious problem. It corrupts or it disturbs students' education. Me? It disturbs education of the children. Then මෙන්න මේ වගේ ඒවා පුතේ හිතන්නකෝ. දැන් මෙන්න මේ චූටිය of the children උත් නැතුව it disturbs education කිව්වත් ඔයාට යම් ලකුණක් හම්බ වෙනවා. Yes. Some people use it in bad ways. Yes, you are given marks. Then පුළුවන් පුතේකට දුවෙකුට so if you are good enough to build up a lengthy sentence, yes, You can write it. While disturbing the education, it wastes the valuable time of the students as well. So you can write it that way, right? Okay, that's the paragraph about the problems. That's the paragraph about the problems, right? Now let's move on to the fourth paragraph. I'm moving on to the fourth paragraph now. Now this is what we planned. This is what we planned. පුංචි කොලයක් අරගෙන අපි එහෙම නැත්නම් පේපර් එකේ මාර essay writing තියෙන තැන ඉඩ තියෙන තැනක අපි පුංචි note එකක් දාගන්නවා. Now what is this paragraph about? What is this paragraph about? This is about solution. Yes, this is about solutions. Then it should be now the solution part. Now this should be the key sentence, right? It should be in the key sentence, solutions. Solutions. Then මෙන්න මේවනේ අපි ආපු solutions. Now see my key sentence here. This is my key sentence. It is our responsibility to manage the way of using the internet. Right? Now, we should manage the way of using it properly. Right? It is the responsibility of the internet users to use it for the betterment of the mankind. So to use it appropriately. So you can include a sentence of that type as the key sentence. And then inside that, the making passe man ගන්නම් වෙන topic එකකට කොහොමද මේක apply කරන්න කියලාත් මම මේක ඉවර කරන්න කලින් අරගන්නවා. මේ advantages, disadvantages, solutions කියන එක කොහොමද වෙන එකකටත් apply කරගන්න කියලා. How you can include the same facts in another similar essay. Now these are the solutions. In school level, the students can be educated about the correct. Then අපි ගමු දෑ කියලා හිතන කෙනෙකුට simple example එකක් මම ආයි ගන්නවා. Teachers can guide the students. Teachers can guide the students. This is a good solution, right? This is a good solution. Parents can control the children. Parents can control the children. ඒ වගේ හිකට එන්න පුළුවන්. Short simple sentences. එහෙම නැත්නම් there should be school rules and regulations imposed by the government to avoid the problems like communism, the spread of pornographic materials and spreading terrorism. ඒ වගේ එකක් අරගන්න දිගට ලියන්න පුළුවන් දුවෙක් පුතෙක්. One sentence 15 to 20 words. Correct. Good. Okay. Yes, Shaveen, that's a good suggestion. So the students can make their own timetable for education, when to use it. It's a good solution. Then a පුතාගේ example එකේදී simple විදිහට එයා ලියලා තියෙන්නේ ඔය chat එකේ ඔය දාලා තියෙන්නේ we can make a timetable. A sentence එක correct. That sentence is correct. So don't think that oh no, my God, I can't write such a sentence. On a solution stick. Then මේකෙන් පස්සේ however, it is the responsibility of us all. අපි හැමෝගෙම වගකීම තමයි මේක තමාගේ සහ අනුන්ගේ යහපත වෙනුවෙන් භාවිතා කරන්න කියලා. However, we all should be responsible to use internet for the betterment of all the people in the world. So that way you can finish this. So then you are given yes, good mark. Then මෙතන මේ essay එකේදී පුතා ඔයා සැලකිලිමත් now first paragraph, second, third, fourth paragraph ඔය ලියපු එකමයි ඔය තියෙන්නේ. ඔය ටික මට දාන්න පුළුවන්. පොන්න මේක අපව දාලා ඔයාලට ලැබෙන සලසන්න පුළුවන් මේකේ මහ ලොකු දෙයක් නෑ අතරම අපි ඩිස්කස් කරපු ටික තියෙන්නේ දැන් මෙතනින් ඔයා තව so here what you should be attentive is you have 5 marks for language මේ ළමයි අමතක කරන එක මේක 5 marks for content. Content means when you are expected to write internet, you can't write about some other thing. Now you start writing internet, but your essay is about computer games. It is very bad for children because some of the children get addicted to the online games. කියලා ඊට පස්සේ ඒක ගැන ලියනවා. අර අපි නිකන් අර කතා බහේ තියෙන අර මැක්කගේ ක්‍රමයේ කියන බල්ලාගෙන ලියන්න තියෙන කේ මැක්කා ගැන ලියා ගියා කියලා. ඇත්ත තමයි computer games කියන එක මේකට අදාළ තමයි. හැබැයි you have written only about it. Content means if it is about internet, you should write about that. Or you write about how internet helps the students. ඒ ගැන විතරක් ලියනවා. So then you are not given full marks for content part. For group එකට මම essay එක එවන්නම්. එහෙම නැත්නම් yes. Students request yes. I'll try to send it to the groups. Yes. Content 5 marks. So think about that. You do the same thing for the Sinhala essay as well. Sometimes online games are very helpful, sir. Yes. Yes. Sometimes now even I have prepared a lot of games for the students. Yes, you can write it in any way you like. Prioritize the facts. That's what I am saying. Then online games කියන මාතෘකාව ගත්තත් essay එකක් ලියවන්නේ. කොහොමද help වෙන්නේ? How it is bad and what should we do to make maximum use of that to improve language or whatever the subject. Yes. And ඒක නිසා තමයි ඔයාට ඕන අර you should take only the umbrella terms. It helps education. It helps both teachers and students in the education life. එතකොට content එකේදී අනිවාර්යෙන් එහෙම හිතන්න group link එක දානවාද? ඔව් දැන් මේකට දාලා තිබුණා අර e-uni එකේ link එක මම ඒක ආපහු ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ඉස්කෝල වල group එකටත් share කරන්න. එතකොට lesson එක බලන්න සහ ඉදිරි කටයුතු කරන විදිය ගැන මේ ඔයාලට අදාළ උපදේශ එක හරහා ලැබෙයි. Yes. Yes. Then ඊළඟ කාරණේ තමයි පුතා you are given 2 marks for organization. 5 for language, 5 for content and 2 for organization. Now this is what we have been discussing right throughout. For that you are given 2 marks. Yes, that's a proper way. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඒක අර මරණාධාර සමිතිය කරපු කතාව වගේ වෙනවනේ. නේද? මරණාධාර සමිතිය නිකන් මම ඒක අපහාස කරන්න නෙමෙයි කියන්නේ කතා කරන්න ඕන සල්ලි එකතු කරන එක ගැන. හැබැයි ඒක ගහ බැන ගන්නවා වෙච්ච අසාධාරණකම් ගැන කියනවා. Now they deviate from the main theme. So that is a very serious problem we find among the essays of the students as well. ළමයි අතරෙත් ඒක තියෙන ප්‍රධානම ගැටලුවක්. ඒ හින්දා ඕගනයිසේෂන් එකට ඔයාට ලකුණු දෙකක් හම්බ වෙනවා. ඒ දෙක ගැනත් අවධානය යොමු කරන්න. And 3 marks for mechanism of writing. Mechanism of writing, handwriting කියන්නේ වරදවා තේරුම් ගන්න එපා. බෝල ලස්සන අර copywriting competition වල handwriting නෙමෙයි, legible handwriting. කියවිය හැකි නම් ලකුණු හම්බ වෙනවා. බෝල කර කර ළමයිට ලියන්න එපා කියන එකයි මගේ උපදේශය. මොකද it wastes your time. It wastes your time. ගොඩාක් handwriting හොඳ ළමයි ඉන්නවා. They are better than us. ගොල්ලෝ අපිට වඩා හොඳයි ඉන්නවා. But don't waste your time for that. But your handwriting should be legible. The marking examiner should be able to read what you have written there. Handwriting, use of punctuation marks, commas, full stop, apostrophes. If it's a story, maybe inverted commas or exclamation marks. Don't forget. So they are taken into consideration when awarding marks for mechanism. Capitalization, right? So you know we have to use capital letters. I'm not going to teach that part here now. So you have to use them correctly and spelling. These 4 factors are considered when you are given marks for mechanism of writing. එතකොට ඔයා ඒ ගැන අවධානය යොමු කරන්නම ඕනේ ඒකේදී. It's definitely needed to score a very good mark. ඒ ගැනත් හිතන්න. ඊළඟට essays ටික practice වෙන්න ඕනේ. Practice. දැන් මම කියන්නම් අවසාන පැය භාගයේ this is the last half an hour. Now we have 30 minutes more. So then in this half an hour, I am going to discuss as to how you can use this same facts, how to use these same facts in another essay, in another one, right? So that's also very, very important. Then practice කරනකොට අපිට එන වාසියක් තමයි ඒක, right? Now, once again, I'm taking a question from the past papers as an example. This question was taken from 2015. Then පුතා මෙතනදී මම ඔයාලට කියන්න යන්නේ here I want to pay you attention for this question. This is the question. Computers, do we need them? Computers, do we need them? So this is the question. Then අර මුලින්ම පුතෙක් ඇහුවා මොකද්ද අපි plan එකක් හදාගෙන ගියොත් sir ඒක ආවේ නැත්තම් මොකද කරන්න කියලා. එතකොට it's a very good question. Here I don't mean that you should plan one essay and get ready for that. It's very bad and very wrong. So if that question doesn't appear in the paper, so then you have to face a very serious problem. මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ මේක එනවාමයි කියලා. එහෙම කියන්න බෑ. So how can we predict that way? Right? අපි කොහොමද එහෙම prediction එකක් කරන්නේ? We should get ready for any question that is given by the Department of Examinations. So that's the skill. And we are learning the language. I mean, we should develop our skills. Then exam we could we should be able to write something meaningfully. That's a skill we should develop. So you should be able to apply the non-things to the other areas as well. Now, as we wrote the essay about internet, now we can plan it about the computers as well. Now, in test number 16, we have essays, articles, dialogues, speeches, and stories. You can select any. But my advice is to get ready for all. Get ready for all. We don't know. Sometimes in an essay, if you find an unknown word, an unfamiliar word, you can't understand the question. Question එක තේරුම් නැත්නම් ලියන්නම බෑ. සමහරට දන්නේ නැති එකක් වචනයක් තිබුණොත් සමහර තැන්වල ඔයාට හිතා ගන්න බෑ what it means. ඒ හින්දා reading question එක වගේ you can't guess what it is. I mean, sometimes you can guess it, but there can be difficult questions where you can't understand. So you should get ready for all. But today's attention is only about essays and articles. Essay writing and articles. What is the way that marks given for the essay? Essay එකට තමයි පුතේ මම අර කිව්වේ 5 marks for language, 5 marks for content, 2 marks for organization and 3 marks for mechanism of writing. PDF එකක් මේ දැන් දෙන්න නම් සූදානම් කරලා නැහැ පුතේ අර මේ ඒක බලමු අපි කොහොමද group එකට share කරනවා වගේ වැඩක් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟ කතාවකදී එහෙම වලකට මොකද මං හිතුවේ නෑ මේකේ ගොඩාක් දේවල් simple දේවල් හින්දා ඔයාලට මේ PDF එකක් වගේ ඕනද කියලා. අකුරු ගොඩාක් පුංචි. Yes. Too small, so just make it little bit bigger. චුට්ටක් ලොකු කරන්න පුතේ. ගොඩක් අය ටිකක් වයසසලා මිස්ලා තමයි වැඩිපුර සම්බන්ධ වෙන්නේ. ඒක නිසා මේ ගැප් එන්න පුළුවන්. ඒගොල්ලෝ බලනවා අසාධාරණයක් වෙන්නේ. නමුත් ඔයාට ගොඩ එන්න ඔයා චුට්ටක් අකුරු ලොකු කරලා ලියන්න. අකුරු ගොඩාක් පොඩි අය. අකුරු කැටයි කියලා ලකුණු අඩු කරන්නේ. කියවන්න බෑ කිව්වොත් තමයි එතන පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙන්නේ. Computers, do we need them? Now think about the same structure. Introduction, advantages, or how computers help us. disadvantages, and the solutions. There are similar facts. Rather, no, then questions. Both questions have been taken from the past papers. So so they appeared in the papers. You have same facts. You have same facts. You can use the same facts in this essay as well. This is how I plan. Now, before writing the essay, I have a plan about the number of the words as well. නිකම් පොඩි idea එකක් තියාගෙන යනවා පස්සේ වෙනස් කරන්න වුණොත් වෙනසක් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Introduce what computers are. You can write about Charles Babbage if you now that's not a must. It's one of the latest inventions of the man in the 20th century. It is helpful for all the people, used by almost all the people in the world. There are computers of different bands, sizes, and all. That is the introductory part. Now, a computer is essential. Now, we use them domestically as well as in the offices, companies, and banks, etc. So that part can be written in the first part. Computers are, very useful in the fields like banks, health, education, security, etc. Then බලන්න අර වගේම second paragraph එක. That's about how it helps us. Now this is planning, collecting facts in a short note. Collecting facts and computers, how we can use the computers for education, how the teachers and the students can use computers for education. So advantages and disadvantages, the problems created by computers, and the solutions for them. Then computers. Then mobile phones, we had one question on mobile phones as well. Mobile phones. Yes, we can you can definitely මේ හොඳ අදහසක් දීලා තියෙනවා මේ සයුරින්ද ඒක හරියටම හරි. Sir, we can get an idea from the question itself. Question එක ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා ඒක ගැන අදහසක් ගන්න විදිය guidelines වල. Because it's not free. Write an essay on internet. No. You have some bullets, 3 or 4 bullets guiding you as to what you should include in the essay. It gives you a clear idea what to be included in your essay. It's very correct. Yes. When you read the question, you can see them. Then අපි එදා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට paper එක හම්බෙන්නේදී first paper එක zonal office එකෙන් හදලා paper එකක් එව්වා. first paper එක ලියන්න කියලා මේ school level එකේදී. එතකොට ඒකේ second paper එකත් එවනවා. එතකොට ඒ second paper එකේත් essay එකෙත් ඒ විදිහට තමයි දීලා තියෙන්නේ. කියන්නේ now we have followed the structure of the O level paper. So you can use the guidelines given with the question. It gives you an idea. Yes, right. Now here when you write about this, see now in the introduction, in the first paragraph, you can include this part, right? If you can't write a lengthy sentence like this, so then you can write computer is a modern invention. Computer is a commonly used machine. All the people use it. So you can use them. And all over the world, computer is used. දැන් මේ වගේ දේවල් ඔයාට පාවිච්චි කර හැකි. ඔයා හිතනවා නම් if you think you can't write long sentences, if you are not that much confident about that, you can use මේ දුවල පුතාලට ඒවා පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. Sure. Right? This is the introduction part. And then this is about the advantages. මම දැන් මේක ගත්තේ පුතේ අරකට parallel මේක යන හින්දා. ඒ කියන්නේ ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකට parallel යන හින්දා දැන් මෙන්න මේකයි අපි කියන්නේ අර වැඩිපුර ඔයාලා මේවා ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරලා තියෙන්න ඕන කියලා මේක. එතකොට ඔයාලට මේක මේ හරිම ප්‍රයෝජනවත්. So it gives you a very good idea. The same structure has been followed here to make it easy, to make you more confident about this. I just took this topic to make you confident. So computers are useful to us in many different ways. It is a very useful machine. We can't say no for the computers. The මෙතනදිත් computer එකේ කියන දේවල් ගොඩාක් ඔයාට අරගන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි you should prioritize them, right? And look at the third paragraph. So this is my key sentence. Now you know what the key sentence is. It creates a lot of problems for the human society. These are some of the problems. Now you can see most of the problems are very similar to the problems that we discussed, that we wrote, and when we wrote about the internet also. Now we had the same type of problems, right? Same type of problems. Now regarding this also, you can use the same things. Right. Now here, last paragraph. So what are we going to write here? So these are the suggestions that we can make to avoid these problems. These are the suggestions. Right. Then now you can take self-discipline. You can write about self-discipline and parental control and strict rules and regulations. So you can include in that also, right? So internet and the very similar facts to be included about the essay when you write about the computers as well. And let's see, මම නිකන් පොඩියට පුංචි අදහසක් දෙන්න. How you can apply the same things to the mobile phones also. Mobile phones. අපි හිතමු topic එකක් ආවා කියලා online education කියලා. කොහොමද ඒකට එන්නේ කියලා. Same way you can organize the facts. Introduction, advantages, disadvantages, solutions. Mobile phones. Think about online education. Introduction, advantages, disadvantages, solutions. So many common topics, right? ඒ දේවල් ටික group link එක දෙන්න කියලා තියෙනවා පුතේ. එහෙම group link කියලා එකක් නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලගේ ඉස්කෝලවල වල group වලින් තමයි අපි මේක සම්බන්ධ වෙන්නේ. මේ principal sir හරි madam හරි හරහානේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේ පණිවිඩය ලැබුණේ. අපි දැන් එහෙම මේ education office එකකින් කියලා වෙනම link එකක් හදලා නැහැ. මේ එහෙම එකක් වෙනම group එකක් form කරලා නැහැ. එහෙම හදන්නත් අමාරුයි අපිට ළමයි දහස් ගණනක් ඉන්න හින්දා. ඒක අපේ ඉස්කෝලේ හරහා තමයි මේ දුවල පුතාලා සම්බන්ධ කරගන්නේ. right? problems තියෙනවා නම් දාන්න මම අවසාන විනාඩි 5 10 ඉගෙනත් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට උත්තර දෙන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. දැන් මේ ටික ගත්තාම online education, mobile phones, even tourist industry, introduction, advantages, disadvantages, solutions. ඔය කියන තරමට plan එකකට ඇගි. දැන් හිතන්න vandalism කියන එක එන්න පුළුවන්. vandalism කියලා එන්නම පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් let's protect our public property. Let's protect our public property. එක vandalism. දැන් vandalism කියලා වගේ මාතෘකාවක් ගත්තොත් advantages නැහැ. vandalism කියන එක ගත්තොත් එහෙම advantages නැහැ නේද? එතකොට අපි ඒකෙන් deviate වෙලා how to avoid vandalism. The reasons for vandalism, how to avoid it. Our role as students. ඒ වගේ ඒවා ටිකක් අරගනවා. බලමු ඉස්සරහා ඒ වගේ තව ඒ වගේ topics ටිකක් අරගෙන වෙනම කීපයක්ම discuss කරන්න. මොකද මම මේ දරුවෝ අමාරුයිම කියලා හිතන එක මෙතන අවධානයට යොමු කරේ ලේසි ප්‍රශ්නයකට යන්නේ නැතුව letter writing වගේම මේක ගොඩක් දරුවන් අඩුවෙන් ස්කෝර් කරන හින්දා වැරදි තක්සේරුවක තමන් ගැනම ඉන්න හින්දා ඒකේ අර confident එක හදන්න teachers දෙන support එකට අමතරව I wanted to give you the support to build up your confidence about writing the essay. That's why. And we have a plan to discuss about the formal letters and the other parts as well. Dialogue writing, story writing, grammar. ඒ විදිහට අපි කීපයක් ඉස්සරහට කරන්න බලමු.
Sir.
Yes.
Sorry for the disturbance.
Yes.
අපි 200 sentence ලියන ඕනේද? එච්චර වඩාම වැඩියෙන්ම ලියන්න පුළුවද?
Then we are expected to write only 200 words. අපිට පුතේ ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ 200 words නේ. එතකොට මේ ඔයක දැන් ඔය දුව අහන ප්‍රශ්නේ ගොඩක් අයට තියෙනවා. දැන් ඒකදී අපිට පාඩු දෙකක් වෙනවා. වැඩියෙන් ලියපුවාම. පාඩු දෙකක්. එකක් තමයි ටයිම් වල පාඩුව. අපි හිතමුකෝ වචන 50ක පැරග්‍රාෆ් එකක් ලියන්න මේ චූටි දැන් වචන 50ක පැරග්‍රාෆ් එකක් ලියන්න ඔයාට විනාඩි කීයක් යනවද කියලා මේ අපි හිතමුකෝ ඔයාට විනාඩි අපි උදාහරණයක් විදිහට 5ක් කියලා ඔයා 250ක් ලියුවොත් තව ඇඩිෂනල් විනාඩි 5ක් යනවනේ නිකන් මම just example එතකොට එතන time waste එකක් වෙනවා that's one thing and the other thing is then oya hitanako now depending on the number of mistakes you have made in the essay your marks are deducted depending on the mistakes then oya hitanako api godakma daksha duwek putek neme එක paragraph එකකට mistakes 4ක් යනවා කියලා spelling hari grammar mistakes hari එතකොට වචන 50කට 4ක් ගියොත් දැන් මම කියන්නේ පොඩ්ඩක් හිතන්න මේ scientifically arithmetically දැන් එකකට 4ක් ගියොත් ඔයා additional වචන 50ක් ලියුවොත් තව වැඩියෙන් mistakes 4කුත් දීලා නේද එතකොට you deducted marks for that also so it's I mean exam wise it's very I mean the best thing is not to exceed the word limit ඒ කියන්නේ වචන 10ක් 15ක් ලියුවට කමක් නැහැ එහෙම නැතුව ගොඩාක් වැඩිපුර ලියන්න එපා it's I mean it's not good for you එහෙම ලියන්න එපා පාඩුයි that's my advice.
Sir, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for the information.
Yes. So then හිතලා බලන්න කොයි විදිහට මේක sir can we write the same plan or eating healthy foods yes think about the topic eating healthy foods nutritious foods having a balanced diet so then think about the themes first what are the healthy foods why should we eat healthy foods why should we eat healthy foods and what problems we have to face if we don't healthy foods how we can promote healthy foods ඒ වගේ themes 4ක් අපිට ඒක නවත්තන්න එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයාට අරගන්න පුළුවන් මේ healthy foods කියන්නේ unhealthy foods කොහොමද control කරන්න කියලා how to say no for unhealthy foods even government rules can do a lot for that yes and self discipline so we should decide what to eat and what not to eat ඒ වගේ දේවල් and having I mean promoting home gardening ඒ වගේ දේවල් so then we can have the same plans good question if you have problems of that type I can answer you at the last moment so we can newspaper articles you can follow the same procedure yes when you write a newspaper article also the same plan can be used newspaper article composition article or essay whatever it is so that is same and I'll do another session on how to write a speech also අතරම speech තියෙන්නේ ලියන්න නෙමෙයි it's a wrong way but still we have it in the O-level paper so let's see how only the language is little bit different yes So please send the paper again. පුතේ paper එක ඉස්කෝලේ ටීචර්ලාට එවලා තියෙනවා. මේ ඒක ඔයාලට ටීචර්ලාගෙන් ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ first paper එක එවපු එක ඒක මේ paper එක හැදුවේ මං වුණාට ඇත්තටම මේ madam සමන්මලී ගුණවර්ධන from the assistant director of English in the Kurunagala education zone. So madam's concept and she prepared this, she coordinated that paper එක හැදුවේ මම වුණාට madam තමයි ඒක ඔක්කොම කරේ. madam මයි share කරේ. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඉස්කෝලෙන් ඒක ඉල්ල ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ නැති අය so you can just contact the class teacher, I mean your English teacher in the school. ඒක මුළු කලාපෙටම යවලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ සෝන් එක වෙනුවෙන් මම පේපර් එක හැදුවා. ඊට පස්සේ divisional madam හරහා principal ලා හරහා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඒක ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන මොකක් හරි පුංචි අඩුපාඩු තාක්ෂණික දෝෂ වගේ සමහර තැනකට ලැබුණේ නැද්ද දන්නේ නැහැ. මට ඒ ගැන ලොකු තොරතුරක් ආවේ නැහැ. සර් අපිට එසේ එක ස්ටෝරි එකක් විදිහට ලියන්න පුළුවන්ද? එසේ එක ස්ටෝරි එකක් විදිහට ලියන්න බෑ. They are two different concepts. Story writing it's another topic to be discussed later. දොළ පුතාලා කැමති නම් අපිට ඊළඟ එකකදී ස්ටෝරි රයිටින් වලට යන්න පුළුවන්. there it's different. ඒක මේ වගේ ගාලා කියන්න පුළුවන් එකක් නෙමෙයි. දැන් එසේස් ගැන මම ඔය කිව්වේ අපි පැය දෙකක් පුරාවට ඒ ගැන ඩිස්කස් කරපු හින්දා. අව මොනවත් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ගැටලු තියෙනවද? මයික් එකෙන් අහන්නත් පුළුවන්, chat box එකෙන් අහන්නත් පුළුවන්. Last 9 minutes. Yes. Oh.
එසේ එකම නැතුව එකක් නැතුව ස්ටෝරි
පුතේ මට ඔයාගේ question පුතේ මට question එක හරියටම clear වුණේ නැහැ. I think there's a problem of signal strength. මම හිතන්නේ අහන්නේ story එකක් පුළුවන්. You can write the story without writing the essay. But as an O-level students, you should be prepared for all. ඒකයි කරන්න ඕන. Yes. අපි story last question එකට story එකක් ආවොත් so we should discuss it separately. Yes, I'll definitely give that. Letter writing අපි කරා එදා. හැබැයි එදා සම්බන්ධ වුණේ මලියදේව කොලෙජ්, මලියදේව ගර්ල්ස් කොලෙජ්, හෝලි ෆැමිලි බාලිකා and ප්‍රෙසිඩන්ට් ගර්ල්ස් කොලෙජ් විතරයි. ඒකිනුත් සමහර අයට ඒක හම්බුන්නේ නැහැ කියලා ප්‍රශ්නයක් ආවා. ඒ හින්දා මම ඒක කරනවා මේ බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා උදේ බොහෝ දුරට. එහෙම වුණොත් මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඒක මේ හරහා දැනුවත් කරන්න මොනවා හරි තියෙන ඕන ගැටලුවක් ඒකෙදි ඩිස්කස් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. formal letters කියලා වෙනම එකක් කරනවා. formal letters ඒ කියන්නේ official letters කොහොමද ලියන්නේ කියලා. මොකද මේ පාර බොහෝ විට formal letter එකක් එන්න ඉඩ වැඩි. මොකද මේ පහුගිය අවුරුදු කීපෙම informal letters ආපු හින්දා මේ තියෙන විරාජ් සර්ගේ නම්බර් එක. හැබැයි ඉතින් මට මේකට නිතර උදව් කරන්න නම් බැරි වෙයි. සාමාන්‍ය පොදු කාරණයකදී පහසු වෙලාවක උදව්වක් දාන්න පුළුවන් WhatsApp එකට උදව්වක් දාන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයාලට මොනවා හරි විශේෂ ප්‍රශ්නයක් තිබ්බොත් ඉස්කෝලේ ටීචර් හරහා කතා කරන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඉස්කෝලේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ප්‍රින්සිපල් සර් හරහා මැඩම් හරහා කතා කරන්න. එතකොට I am Viraj Jayasuriya from the Divisional Education Office Kurunegala. So I can give you my fullest support for that in addition to the support given by the teachers in your schools. So finally, before winding up the session, I should be thankful to the our divisional director, Madam Pipuli Vidana Patina, because this is her concept. She pioneered in conducting and coordinating this program for all the subjects. You know, all the teacher advisors, they helped us with this result of our teamwork. Number එක මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දැම්මා. So this is my number. හැබැයි ඉතින් නිතර කෝල් ගන්න මැසේජ් ගන්න අමාරුයි. WhatsApp එකට මැසේජ් එකක් විතරක් දාන්න. So they all supported our work. So I should be thankful to Madam for giving me this opportunity to work with my students. I think you all are mine. because I am in charge of, I am the advisor here in the area. So apart from the teachers, I also have a responsibility. While your teachers are working hard to get a good result in the O-level exam, so we should also contribute it. And I should be thankful to all the principals in your schools, because they coordinated this and shared this links and all, and they supported. They are always with us, giving their fullest support for us. මේක කරන අතරතුරේ I like your comments. මොකක් හරි ඔයාලට දැනුණු හේතුත් මට වචනකින් දෙන්න විනාඩි 2කින් ඉවර කරනවා තව. I like your comments. WhatsApp එකට හරි කමන්නේ ඔයාලට comment එකක් මොනවා හරි negative or positive or suggestions, requests or anything, you can send me them. And especially we should be thankful to e-Uni, because they are behind the screen and giving us a very good support. That's why we could conduct this much successfully. And your teachers, because this is your teachers' work. Mine is only a simple support, some simple additional support. So they are working hard for your success. So I should be thankful to all the teachers for their hard work during this pandemic era without thinking about their data or their devices or whatever. So they are doing a very big job. And finally, I am very proud of you. Last time also, I gave my special thanks to the students also, because here all are well disciplined. I give that credit to your parents, teachers, and your school. ළමයිගේ discipline එකේ ගෞරවය මම ඔබේ දෙමව්පියන්ට ඔබේ පාසලට සහ ගුරුවරුන්ට දෙනවා මගේ, because now we have some experience, some who don't I mean they disturb the work, but this time also nobody disturbed us. කිසිම කෙනෙක් අපි disturb කරේ නැහැ. So I should be especially thankful for the students. So there are so many behind you. Don't think that it's only your parents and the teachers. So they are in the first level. උඩම තට්ටුවේ ඒගොල්ලෝ ඉන්නවා, principals and madams. ඊට පස්සේ ගියාම so we education administrators, our directors, and then මේ screen එකේ ඔයාලට පෙනුනේ නැති වුණාට, so they coordinated, planned and helped. And these institutions like e-Uni and the whole society is with the students, and they all want the students to be successful in the future. English, you can't say no for that, whether you continue your higher studies or not, whether you find a government job in the private sector, I mean another field. So English is a must. So it's a very important. I mean, you can't say no for that. So work hard and achieve your targets. And thank you very much for everybody who supported in this attempt. Thank you very much for all of you. And let's meet again another day. Good luck to all my students.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Thank you, 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 sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.